love. If you're seeing this message has likely found you for a reason. My name is Kelsey, and as always, this message will be timeless. So whenever it decides to find you, I trust it will find you for a reason. So we're just going to go ahead and see what it is that you need to know, you need to hear whenever this message decides to find you. I feel like immediately this is finding a collective that has been doing a lot of tossing and a lot of turning at night. I feel like you're at this threshold. I'm hearing that you're about to reach a turning point within your life. You're about, like, I'm hearing something's about to change. You're going to realize that you can't stay in something anymore. You're about to realize that something has to change. There's something here about this is finding a collective where there's a huge awakening, a huge initiation that is about to happen for you. I'm hearing your mind is your own worst enemy right now. There's a lot of fear coming up from this collective, I want to say. There's a lot of... I feel like this is reaching someone that's been living in survival mode. And I'm almost hearing like this is someone that feels like they have been kind of like, it's almost like I'm hearing the fog is going to be lifting. But I feel like this is finding a collective that feels like they've kind of been in this mental and emotional, like fighting this almost like kind of quiet war within yourself. So I'm not sure if there's something that you've been kind of going back and forth with yourself on internally, or if you've just been dealing with a lot and you're not sharing this. Is this something that you've kind of been going through, maybe on your own, on your lonesome? And I feel like, I'm hearing there's been this really hard time sleeping. There's been these anxious loops, like your mind, your thoughts just looping and repeating. And I actually feel like this is going to be changing. They're showing me with the Nine of Swords reversed, and it almost feels like this fog is going to be lifting that you have been in. I do want to say that someone here, it feels like we've been losing hope or losing faith within a current situation, or this could even just be feeling disconnected within yourself, disconnected from your passions, disconnected from maybe your purpose, your inner guidance, your faith, whatever this might be, or just kind of feeling like your cup is running on empty in this time. I'm wondering if anyone's listening. Like, I feel like this is reaching a collective where maybe you've been asking for signs and you're like, is anyone listening? Like, this could be like feeling disconnected from like your spiritual team, from like something here feels like you're questioning something. But it's interesting because with the Eight of Swords, it's almost like there is this really mental prison that I feel like this collective is in right now, where it's like feeling trapped, or your mind is making you feel trapped within certain situations in your life, even though you may not be physically trapped, right? Because the Eight of Swords is like we're staying in something, whether it's a job, a relationship, a connection, because the unknown feels scarier than what you're in right now, right? It's almost that saying of like staying in a familiar hell over an unfamiliar heaven, I'm hearing. And obviously this isn't easier said than done, right? These are hard emotions. This is hard energy that's coming forward for this collective today, but it's almost like this is your angels and your guides saying like, this is not this image that you have painted. This person could easily get up and walk away, right? But it's this mental energy that's been painted that is almost making you feel attached to something. Like this, it's almost like, it's interesting because I'm seeing this image of a bird cage, and it almost feels like spirit has opened up the door for you to walk out of this bird cage, whatever this might be a metaphor for you in your own personal life. And it's like you're holding the key even, but you're choosing to stay in the cage because it is familiar. What a deep message today. I can't handle it. I'm also hearing, it's interesting because right after I said that, you had the Three of Wands and the Eight of Wands come forward. And what's crazy is because both of these cards indicate acceleration and movement and expansion and getting out of our comfort zone, our ships finally coming in. And it's so interesting because, and then there's this energy of I'm choosing to stay here, because whether that's, you know, what if I make the wrong choice, second guessing yourself, you know, worst case scenario. This is a lot of mental limitation, a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of fear in this energy of the Eight of Swords. It's prisons that we create within our mind. But it's so interesting because, again, it's this energy of like spirit is opening the door somewhere within your life. I feel that truly. And if someone here, if you really are in a situation that is making you feel trapped, this is your angels answering your prayer that you feel like maybe it hasn't been received. And this is them opening up that door. So I feel like this is the turning point card of your reading, your spread. You know, the Three of Wands is like, it's almost like there's a whole nother future for you that's waiting on the other side of this. Like for someone here, I feel like you're staying in something because it's just what you know. And it's like, maybe that's what you think that's all there is. And it's almost like your angels are saying there's a whole nother life out there for you that you have yet to step into, right? And, you know, the Three of Wands, it can be, you know, new opportunities. It can be new connections. It could be new places that are calling to you, right? But the thing is that they're outside of your comfort zone. It's going to require you to take that step. It's going to require you to take action, which is exactly why we have the Eight of Wands that is coming forward here, right? I also feel like someone here is about, like, you're about to meet some like really pivotal people. Like once you kind of step out of this loop that you're in, like fated encounters, like meeting people at the right place in the right time, like spirit and the universe just aligning things with you, like the domino effect in the best way possible. Once you like free yourself, and this could even just be freeing yourself from like this mental cage that you've been in, right? And I do feel like with the Eight of Wands, again, this is all about like rapid acceleration, rapid movement, fast energy. I feel like once you do this, it's going to happen things are going to unfold for you extremely fast, extremely quickly. Like, oh my gosh, like hours, minutes, days, like things are just going to unfold so rapidly once you take this step. And for someone here, I feel like this could be sudden messages coming in. This could be a job offer. This could be a relocation. Again, this could be maybe a conversation that just really shifts your perspective and shifts your life, you know, some sort of clarity. I also feel like someone here, you could be like meeting someone really unexpectedly. Like maybe you've been in these months of just feeling foggy or unmotivated, and you finally get that surge of energy back. And it's just like they're showing me life just moving so much faster once you release that fear. So interesting today. Someone here, I feel like you've been waking up around 4 a.m., like feeling really restless, feeling really anxious, feeling out of place. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure that I feel like someone is putting on themselves right now. Like, I'm this age, I should have my life figured out right now. Like, I'm like blah, blah, blah. And I even feel that, and I'm turning 26 next month. And it almost feels like there's so much pressure to figure everything out. And I wonder if this is also the collective of like feeling this internal pressure to like do something different, to change, to kind of get out of that web I'm hearing. Four of Wands. Someone here is going to be moving into a new home, or there's definitely something about the home, whether this is now, the next few months, next few weeks, or just thinking about it. Like maybe this is finding a collective that's really starting to think about where you want to live and where you want to be, if you want a family, if you want children, if you have children, or if you already have a family. You know, things could just be moving and shifting when it comes to your home environment, your home routines. Again, maybe where you're living. This could be airplane travel for someone specifically today as well. Redecorating, cleansing, clearing. But the one thing for sure that Spirit is definitely saying today is that you need to make yourself a priority. I mean, you're coming forward as the Queen of Wands reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is someone that has lost their zest for life, someone that has been putting themselves last, someone that has been maybe dimming their light for others and other people within their life to make other people feel better. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, things are going to be changing for you. And whether this is, like, the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is the one constant in life is that it's always changing and things are always moving forward, right? The wheel is always turning, things are always shifting. If there has been anything that you have been settling somewhere within your life, I think this is the divine literally coming in and saying, We're changing this. We're shifting this. We have been stuck. We've been stagnated for too long in a certain situation, connection within yourself, environment. The energy feels stagnant. It feels stale. And it's like, this is the universe saying, no, we got to change something. We got to shift something. With the King of Swords in the reverse position that just came forward, I will say this is going to be a very specific message, but there could be someone in your life that feels controlling, or it feels like they feel like they're limiting you, or I'm hearing energy vampire. So this could also be a sign for you to protect your boundaries. Make sure that you are having really strong boundaries when it comes to your personal relationships, friendships, romantic partnerships, whatever it might be, because I do feel like there is someone that feels like someone that has been limiting you, because it's almost like they're showing me this rope being tied around your waist, and it's like this person, this energy pulling you back. Take that as you will. Someone here, you could be having lower back, stomach, hip issues, hip pain. As I said, boundaries. This card just did a whole 360 out of my hand, and it literally says boundaries. So this is the crystal, this is the stone. I don't want to mispronounce it. But it says this crystal has snail shells embedded in the crystal. Snails are soft and vulnerable, but their shells offer them protection and the ability to set boundaries. Are there people in your life that constantly drag you down and drain your energy? If so, set better boundaries or disengage from spending time with them. I wonder if someone here today, is going to be really specific, but I wonder if this specific person is what you're feeling trapped in their energy. It's important that you are spending people in environments. Yeah, I don't like that energy. I'm hearing the storm is not meant to be your home. Take that for what you will. Faith. See, this is finding a collective that I feel like needs to know that your angels and spirit is so heavily around you. Even if you feel like they're not with you, even if you feel like you're disconnected, even if you feel like you're talking to no one. As I said that, there was like a white little fluff ball that just flew across my window. And I feel like this crystal says, this crystal is known as the faith stone. It reminds you to have faith and trust that the universe has heard your request. Are these cards like not like in perfect alignment with our message today? This card says doubt, impatience, and frustration may be blocking the universe from delivering what you want because there is a misalignment of energies. But if you are happy and hopeful during this process, things will turn around quickly. They're reminding you to have faith. Someone here, I think that you're going through a test of faith. And it's these things that we go through in our life where it's like, are we going to crumble? Are we going to let these get the better of us? Or are we going to stand in our conviction of trusting in a higher power and trusting with the wheel of fortune that everything is going to this cosmic, this divine plan, if you will? That just came together perfectly. And I actually feel like that gave me more insight actually, because the Nine of Cups reversed, I like to say, is sometimes like this settling card. Sometimes this could be overindulgence as well. Someone in your life could be overindulging on certain things. This could be your energy, whether that's with eating, whether that's with doom scrolling or whatever, sugar, coffee, it can be for whatever it is, sitting down too much, not being active enough, not spending enough time outside, outdoors. Keep on getting the grandma, like very maternal energy coming forward. So something on the maternal side could be significant. Health. That's interesting. Someone here, I wonder if this is your angels and your guides wanting you to take your health serious in this time. And that could just be as simple as, okay, what are the foods that you're eating? How do you feel after you're eating these certain foods? Someone here I feel like is going to start to feel really intrigued when it comes to holistic healing or holistic therapies, energy healings, herbs, using food as medicine, I'm hearing for someone here today. There's something here about, you know, are you moving enough? Are you in a healthy environment that is good for your health and that is benefiting you? Have you been putting your health on the back burner, right? And I think with the individuality card, this is in your angels and your guides almost reminding you of how important it is for your individuality, for you to stand out, for you to stand on your own 2 feet. So this card indicates a time to embrace your individuality and be your true, authentic self. Rather than follow the crowd, you're being guided to break away from the pack and take the road less traveled. Instead of feeling like you're a square peg in a round hole, you're being encouraged to build your own square hole. So for someone here, this is like stepping out and doing your own thing, right? Stepping out and doing your own path, going down your own path, marching to the beat of your own drum. So I think that, you know, if you have lost yourself in a specific situation, relationship, environment, this is almost your angels and your guides saying, no, like, remember who you are. Remember to take your power back from certain situations. And lastly, you have this card that says awakening and initiation. So this card appears when you're on a great soul transformation, when your awakening journey is going both high and deep. One thing is for sure, you're changing, transforming, remembering, and becoming all that your soul dreamed of. The awakening process is never straightforward and easy, but the perspective of the soul is the greatest triumph and satisfaction there is. Progress is happening, initiation is in progress, you're doing it, and you're closer than you think. Beautiful. I wonder if you're like literally being initiated from like one cycle of your soul's journey into the next. I'm going to get one more card to close out your reading for today. 8 of Wands. I feel like there's so much movement, there's so much new energy that wants to come in for you, and I feel like you don't even realize it's possible. Pay attention, there's some really important messages coming in for this group. Phone calls, emails, letters in the mail, answers I'm hearing, results I'm hearing. Yeah, someone here, I mean, this is crazy. There could be an invitation coming in for you. This could be like a literal invitation to a new job opportunity. With the World and the 8 of Wands coming out together, I mean, this is serious, like relocation energy, like getting out of your immediate environment, whether that's literally or metaphorically, whether that's an acronym or whatever for a different situation in your life. Like, Spirit, I think, is literally trying to close the door on something. And it's like, once that happens, I mean, crazy. Okay, so that's the message I have. I'm going to go ahead and post this. I'm sending you all so much love, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day.